In the first reading today, we hear at the very beginning about the 7 angels and the 7 last plagues, for through them God's fury is accomplished. Another translation of that is God's wrath. And a lot of times we see God's wrath as God's gotten into a snit and he doesn't like what's going on. And that's not truth at all. God doesn't have those emotional binges and swings like we so often do. Rather, the wrath of Almighty God is the love of God experienced by someone who is not willing to receive it. When I was at the conference a couple weeks ago, we were going through the 14 different rules of St. Ignatius of Loyola and his discernment of spirits. And the first 2 are about basically which direction is our life going in. And there are those who are heading away from God, and those are heading towards God. And the reaction of the good spirit versus the enemy are very different. If you're heading towards God, the action of the enemy is to bite and to scratch and to claw. And I don't remember all the words that Ignatius uses, but he's very specific about what it's doing, as opposed to the good spirit is there to encourage and give confidence and draw us along. But if the whole direction of our lives is away from God, then the enemy will then encourage us and give us pleasures and draw us along and lure us in. But the good spirit, now it comes against us. It pricks our conscience, turns us, convicts us of our sin. And this is the experience of God's wrath, that when we refuse to be open to His grace and His love, when we're turned in on ourselves, God's love then feels like that pricking and scratching and clawing, even though it's all out of love to try to draw us to His heart. May we surrender our lives to the Lord so that that love that He has will be poured so deeply into our hearts we will be able to receive it and grow closer and closer to Him.